Just say it like it is. This guy is accused of raping children and hurting them. The coverage on this has such soft language that if you're in the wrong news ecosystem, you're not getting any truth on this.
They're not going to hit with accusations until they have enough ground they feel they can stand on, right? And what that's going to take is we actually need the rest of these files fucking released. We need actual video, photo, we need hard evidence. Because if we don't get the rest of this and we don't get hard evidence, it's going to be just like the Podesta files, and these pieces of shit are going to walk.
The videos are redacted by the Trump administration.
We need all of it.
By Donald Trump. Yeah, I'm frustrated by. I think everybody is not telling the obvious truth. Like, Trump is accused in the Epstein files. Let's stop pretending otherwise, because Trump has ended free speech with his lawsuits. Now they're all on eggshells, trying not to say anything could possibly bad. Trump never does wrong. He just gets bad advice. Stop it. Trump is fucking doing exactly what he wants to do. This is by design. It's not that everyone around him is incompetent. Everyone around him is following his instructions.
Well, he's clearly surrounded by sycophants. And that's what I was saying earlier, is that Pam Bondi was playing to an audience of one. Like, she was trying to maintain his approval with it. I do not want to see this become nothing like the Podesta Pizzagate shit did, because it's if you followed all of that back in 10 years ago now, it's so similar to what we're seeing now. The pedophile codes, all of this shit. And nothing ever came of that because they never released smoking guns, like Kyle brought up last week. We need smoking guns. We need hard evidence. We need the rope to get rid of these people, so to speak. And if they keep obfuscating, and if we don't get these, then these people will walk. We need the victims to name names. We need Thomas Massey, who a few weeks ago said, or maybe it was a few months ago, was like, I've got 20 names off the top of my head to say. And it's like, then say them. Then fucking say it. Then stop all the grandstanding stuff and just fucking say them so we can start investigating.
Is it 6 people? Is it 5? Do you remember how many they named just recently?
Now, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. One of them was this retired Victoria's Secret CEO, and I think all the rest were I don't know, United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi, something like that.
Yeah, it was that huge French CEO. He was definitely in there.
Is that the Victoria's Secret one?
I think so. I don't remember his name. Lauder? Was it Lauder, maybe? I don't recall.
I don't want to say the wrong name.
I don't want to say the wrong name either, so don't take that as law from me.
Joe Rogan was in there.
Yeah, for turning it down. Yeah.
For turning it down. Yeah.
That's the best. That's an honorable mention. I mean, don't you kind of wish that you were in there just as
There's 2 versions of honorable mention, but yeah. For all my fussing about Joe Rogan and the way that he carries water for pedophiles, he turned it down. I see
Joe Rogan as doing when he's trying to be, I guess, diplomatic in how he's saying it. I see him as doing it the same reason that ABC, CBS, NBC, all of them are, because they don't want, because in the same way, Fox, if Fox News went out right now and was we're speaking factually and Bill Clinton is a pedophile, they can't say that. There's no evidence.
Joe Rogan has this long history of bias coverage, right? When he saw the video of Tim Walsh, the AI video, dancing in a real feminine way down the escalator, it was hard to talk Joe Rogan out of that being not real. I think I might have double negative, but
probably how he does dance though in real life.
It was real. He thought it was real that he was dancing down the escalator. That was AI. And Rogan's like, no, it's not. That's real. That's real. That's not AI. He didn't want to learn the truth. When Joe Biden made fun of Trump for saying that the key to winning the Revolutionary War was taking over the airports, they had cut it, and he had only heard Joe Biden say it. He's like, this guy's senile. He's totally lost it. This is disqualifying. He should never be president. And then when he learned that Joe Biden was actually quoting Donald Trump, who just said a stupid thing, he's like, oh, well, never mind. But it was disqualifying when it was Joe Biden. And now that it's Trump who said it, it's, he fucked up. No big deal. I'm fine with it.
I think there are definitely degrees of accusation. like doing some retarded nonsense and falling for fake news about a dance down an escalator. Like Joe doesn't want to call someone a pedophile on his show and have lawyers come after him. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm saying that's why ABC, CBS,
in this sequence of going hard at Democrats and light on Republicans, I'd line up with you. But instead, it is every time he was completely all about the Epstein files when he thought Clinton was the star of the show. Now that it's Trump, this just doesn't seem to look good. We'll see what
it is kind of awkward though.
The conspiracy guys are not going to back off. Everybody who's been a conspiracy guy for a while with this Epstein stuff, with the Pizzagate, none of them are going to back off of this ever.
QAnon is saying Trump is on the inside trying to take these pedophiles down.
QAnon is for retards. That's not the same as the Pizzagate or the Epstein stuff. Like,
okay, that's what popped in my head when you said conspiracy guys.
Oh no, the people who
Pizzagate came from.
Well, Pizzagate seems pretty real now, doesn't it?
Parts of it might.
Parts of it, but also this is why we have to be very specific with like not falling into any nonsense we see, because we know how the Pizzagate shit went, and they all these conspiracy guys destroyed their credibility when they went all in on facts that were totally untrue, like Comet Pizza has a basement. Totally untrue. Best of Pizza nearby had a basement. Comet Ping Pong never had a basement. And so like that was all the media latched onto back then, if you guys recall, where they were like, these people are full of shit. There's no truth to this. They say there's like a pizza code about pedophiles. Well, there's not even a basement. And so all of it's thrown out baby bathwater style. And I don't want to see that happen with this. I want these people fucking thrown in prison for the rest of their lives if they're found to be guilty, which means we need the victims to name names. We need the politicians like Massey who say they have names to fucking name them. And we need all the files released, because the idea that people who are entirely compromised by a foreign government are making decisions on behalf of Americans is unpalatable. That's got to stop. That's done. Enough.
I don't know how you're going to compel the DOJ that works for the head pedophile to file charges. Your best bet would be the next administration, but this administration is going to blanket pardon his entire cabinet. His entire cabinet will be blanket pardoned. The only way this ever sees the light of day is if Donald Trump does a natural death in the next couple of years, because maybe JD Vance doesn't blanket pardon them. Maybe President Vance has a little integrity and he's like, you guys are actually pedophiles? I mean, I just fuck couches. You kids?
That would be satisfying.
It's so funny. It's not true, but it's funny.
It would be satisfying to see these people.
Dude, that's light baggage compared to what the rest of the people around him have. Like JD Vance walks through an auditorium. They're like, "You couch fucking coward." Donald Trump walks through. Oh my God, the things they could say that this man is probably done.
Kyle, JD Vance.
What percentage sure are you?
Faced guy.
What percentage sure are you that Donald Trump ate children meat?
Oh, low.
I mean, I would say he seems too picky. He's a McDonald's dude.
If you were to say the same thing with Jeff Epstein, did I say it wrong? That's Jeffrey Epstein.
No,
Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know why.
I call him Jeff. We're close.
I'd be like, ooh, I don't know, 50, 80. It seems like there's some evidence like they're about that. But to say that Trump himself did it, I don't know.
Why are none of these elected officials talking about, like, they're not even referencing Israel in all this? They're not even referencing Mossad because they're controlled by.
You don't get primaried?
Like,
you want them to pump $800,000 into your opponent's like Senate committee? I don't.
Do you see how troubling that is? That our elected officials would be afraid.
The Israelis have our best interests at heart, Taylor.
Taylor, I wish you'd get in line with Kyle and I and respect our overseers.
I didn't see it,
like Batman. He's the president that we deserve, but not the one that. He's got to lead from the shadows. Like the Bibi Netanyahu administration has. I mean, did you see the Dow? Did you see the NASDAQ?
Are you even looking at the NASDAQ, Taylor?
I didn't even look at the NASDAQ.
I mean, the hiring in healthcare is going on.
About a few ladies of the night from Russia. Like, come on.
But like everyone who isn't an elected official knows who is behind this honeypot, and there's not a single even Massey, even Ro Khanna, the guy's kind of leading the charge. None of them are willing to talk about
Bill
how
Clinton is
absurd
to
this
blame.
relationship with Israel is, where we have elected officials controlled by a foreign government.
And JP Morgan, apparently.
And JP Morgan. Oh, by the way, have you ever seen a picture of the original JP Morgan?
With the
No,
nose?
is he dope? Is he Morgan?
With the nose. I was talking about the nose. Yeah. If you look him up, Woody, he was like very self-conscious. He had some sort of, Kyle, do you know what it's called? It's some shit some people get where like their nose just keeps growing and getting
I thought it
baldness.
might have been syphilitic like growth, but it looks like he's got like a tumorous sort of fibrous growth about his nose, and it's really horrific to look at. And that must have sucked so bad, because he was worth like hundreds of millions of dollars in a time where a nickel would buy you dinner. Like he was so unfathomably wealthy that like he could have been really living that old timey lifestyle. But I bet he was like embarrassed to go outside.
Yeah.
How much money did he have? I might bang this dude.
I mean, enough to make it tempting. Right?
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
I mean, I'd do that for $26.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, forget the inflation. Yeah,
I'd kiss it.
Oh,
if that's what it took, Kyle. If that's
it
what
looks like it needs training.
Little piece of that.
Look at that
bacon.
fucker. Dude, I want to hit that. Dude, what if I introduce him to Biore strips and it fixes itself all up? I get him on the popping subreddit, and one of those fiends over there just straightens him right out.
I don't think he can pop that. I think that's like I don't think that's pus. I think it's like growth.
He needs plastic surgery. They could have fixed this today.
I think
I
so
bet,
too. Yeah.
When was this? Like 1890?
Also, I just have a little experience with this. Nose flesh grows back great, because that's where my cancer was.
Cancer flexing on us for no reason. Oh.
I gotta work it into every show on this.